Hi everyone, welcome to my first commentary video. I decided to do this video because I got this run less than 24 hours ago, and it was my first base in almost 2 months because I haven't played Minecraft at all in almost 2 months because of school and other personal stuff. But anyway, this run is pretty insane for my standards. I think I played it decently well for my skill set, but there are still a few mistakes in this run that cost me not a PB, because it was not fast enough for a PB, but a decent time for me. It will be a sub 10 maybe. Maybe it's 9:44. I think some of you know that. But anyway, also I was in call with Drip120 in this run. I'm sure you know him because he is the former RSG world record holder with a 701. I'm sure you know that. But anyway, I'm happy that I came back to speedrunning because it's what I love to do, and getting a pace this fast in like the third session of RSG that I done since I came back to the game was pretty insane. I wasn't really expecting much during this session, and you'll see right now this nether is not exactly the best nether you can get, but it's definitely good. See, I'm getting a spike real quick. There it is. I saw basalt, so I was almost about to reset, but then I saw a spike that went to 40 to 64, so I guess there is a bastion, so I played it. Like usually I play for like a 140/135 average for nether enters, but since I just came back resetting, I wanted to play more for consistency than for PB actually. I decided for play enters like 2 minutes, even 2:10, which are really bad. This was a fast enter for this session. Anyway, you see the bastion, it's a housing bastion, and you see on the left there's a fortress. This is when I defend on Discord because I needed to focus and to try play this seed as best as I could. I decided to do top down instead of Manhunt because I feel more confident on doing this route instead of Manhunt. Also, I have to use my wood for a bit because I had no blocks. So here, thankfully these piglins didn't hit me, I don't know how, but I was able to get in my spot and start the route safely. Anyway, I'm happy that I finally came back to speedrunning, and I will restart grind for a sub 9, which is my goal for, I will say for 2025, but I actually have less than a month and a half for get my sub 9, and I'm not sure it's gonna happen, so I guess I'm gonna get sub 9 in 2026, or maybe I get lucky and will get in December, who knows. Anyway, I grabbed all the gold, here we are, and now I already knew where the fortress is, so I don't need to pyrite to find it. And here I'm a bit worried because I knew that I need obsidian and I didn't check any chest, so I'm gonna check this chest real quick right now, and boom, 10 obsidian, which is pretty good. Here I'm changing my pyrite to the preemptive, since I don't need to find the spawner, cleaning my inventory a little bit. Here is when I was a bit confused, but then I burned everything. Here's I got everything and decided to just go. Here is when I start to get nervous, like really nervous, and this pearl one, I don't know how I didn't hit that one chunk of terrain, but I somehow missed, I don't know how. So I have to dig up this freaking netherrack, but there are only a couple of blocks, so it's not a big deal. Now I'm cleaning my inventory a bit during Pearl, and I decided to lower my render because I saw that the fort was pretty open, so I guess I'm going for strays, but none of them really spawned except for these two at the start. So I killed these two, this one didn't drop, and this one I don't remember, I think it doesn't also, in fact. So here I'm searching for the spawners because I see no has dropped, and I see it right here, it is the spawner. I decided to see both the spawners. I decided to kill these two blazes and then immediately go to the other one, because when you are in a fortress and you have no strays, the best play in my opinion is find the closest spawner as fast as possible, because unless you will lose a ton of time fighting wither skeletons and not killing blazes, which are the only mob you need in a fortress. Here I craft a bed for blaze bed, and this is where I realized a mistake that I made, which is using my wood in the bastion. So now I have no wood, and I will need to mine wood in the post blind. But the problem is I don't know if I will get wood in the post blind, because if I spawn like in an ocean on an island, I get no trees, so no wood. So here I panicked a bit because if I don't get wood at the blind, where do I get wood? I decided to build my first portal right now, and how you see I spawned in a savanna, so I was able to get wood, thankfully. Here I measured my eyes. You see that I don't use bow die like basically every other runner do, simply because for a reason, because I normally play with 3200 DPI on my mouse. I played it with that sensitivity for like 5 years or something, and I hadn't really tried to get a sensitivity that was right for my mouse to make both eye work. So I simply decided to use normal eye measurement. Anyway, I was planning on pre-craft after getting back from the nether, but you see I got the blazes immediately and they all dropped, so I was forced to immediately barrel to the court for the stronghold. So right now I'm going to the stronghold sub 8. It will be around 820 stronghold, and this is a bit unlucky because I have to take down 20 blocks. But right now I'm a bit nervous because for me it's a good base, it's this one, an 820 stronghold. But also I'm nervous because I haven't pre-craft anything, so I will need to lose time in the power room to craft my beds, my explosives, my bow. And also I have no glowstone, so I cannot craft respawn anchors, and I only have 5 beds. Anyway, I went to this way because I saw a pretty good spike, but it was the library, so I tried to re-measure and I see another spike right there in the bottom, so I went this way, and here it went to where it was the power room, right there. So I raised my render distance, and now I craft my 5 beds and my bow. And here is where the biggest mistake of the run get, because it's right here in the end, because I saw that the tower was the 76 Y76, and since I was so nervous, I was going safely, so I went to 91. But how you can see, I had a lot of time. I could have easily get to 91, 95, but I was nervous, and as you can see, the dragon flew away because the dragon has a lot of more probability to fly away on anyone. Anyway, I set up my one cycle right here, and then look, the dragon burst instantly diagonal. This is something I wasn't expecting, and I just reset and fucked up the run. Anyway, it was a pretty funny run for being the first good pace after so much time not playing the game. And nothing. I hope you enjoy this first commentary video. It was a bit scuffed, I know, but I will try to improve in the next ones. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.